All right, we're live. Well, Jackson, welcome back from PAX Unplugged. How'd you like
Thank
it?
you. It was fun.
Yeah, I kind of enjoyed it as well. I must say the drive was an experience, but really did enjoy finally getting to PAX Unplugged. It was our first time there. Uh, really well received by a lot of the gaming community. I don't know. I think you got a lot of play tests in and some demoing. I think the feedback was pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah, it was good. I know I got to look around a little bit. People were commenting on the shirt. They liked the booth, so I think we made a great first impression.
I would agree. I kept enjoying hearing when folks picked up the game and then they went back to the hotel rooms, they played it, and then they would come back the next day and either ask you or Ian, did we do this right? And then they would end it saying they loved the game. So that was awesome to hear, and I think it resonated well with Ian. I think Ian loves hearing, how much people love the game. Creative Widget Ridge to hear just that type of feedback, watch how much fun people have, watch how they actually dig the humor of the game. That lights him up. I must say. I know he's not here tonight. He might be joining us late, but um, Ian was able to show up on Friday night. We flew him in, and he stayed with us all the way to Sunday. He was helping out with the demos. Both him and his girlfriend were there helping out. So really, thank you to both. They were huge champions. But watching Ian interact and do what Ian does best, it was just so entertaining, and it was great. I really enjoyed PAX Split. I can't wait to go back. Like I being a year away, it just just what a con. That's the type of board game convention I want to go to, and hopefully next time I'll get a chance to actually go and stretch my legs and go check some stuff out. But outside of our booth, 'cause I knew the Furious True Games booth was the best, but uh, what did you see that really kind of like piqued your attention while you were there?
It's just how well laid out the whole place was. To see, as we and me both got a chance a little bit when we were setting up, to just see the space and see how well everything was laid out, how it was easy to move around given the times that we're in. you know. And
Yep,
also we had great weather when we were down there. There was no cold, no
that's true.
snow,
Yep,
a little bit of rain. I mean, we you couldn't ask for a better first impression from an event. You know, I mean,
I agree.
was there a lot of stuff there that that was interesting? A lot of neat games, a lot of interesting people. Yeah, there was. It was just a very welcoming environment that you don't see to find anymore in sometimes. You
Yeah.
know,
Well, I think tonight what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little 1v1. We're gonna bring it back to the basics here. I'm mixing it up just a bit. We're gonna have the starter set, so the Widget Bridge base set, as well as the FSI expansion. So that's our 20 card expansion that brings that thin mechanic into play. And I also threw the inspiration cards in just to give it a little bit of twist. Really just to show the makeup of Widget Ridge. You can really kind of build this marketplace deck here. You can see we have 84 cards hovering over. Really any way you want to. That was a couple of times that was asked by our players. You know, how how controlled is this? Do they need to put everything that they buy into the marketplace deck? And as I explained, no, really. As you collect more and more of the expansion cards, it's really up to you how you want to build this marketplace. You know, I, I know Texan, we have a couple of play decks at the HQ, and sometimes we take out certain cards, sometimes we add additional duplicates, triplicates, quadruples of certain cards if we want to kind of cause that interaction to happen more. I think we've taken out battery powered, we put battery powered in, we've taken out harmless robot, we've thrown harmless robot
have we doubled battery
in.
powered
We
though so
double
far?
battery powered sometimes. Yep.
Yes, we have done that. You're right.
Yep. So it's you can build these any way you want, and that's the whole kind of what's fun about the deck builders in general, but it's also really what's fun about Widget Ridge. You can really just you can build it the way you want, whatever the experience you want to be, however you want to throw your engineering hat in, however complex or easy you want to make it. That's what Widget is all about. Tonight, we're not going to play with the characters, just to kind of show off some of the basic mechanics still. Hopefully, as new players, I think we sold over 200 units at PAX Unplugged, so a whole bunch of new players have joined the Widget Ridge community and all are putting on their engineering hats and hopefully really enjoying this game. So we're going to take the next couple weeks as we do our Friday night streams to really just get into the different iterations of Widget Ridge and really kind of show off. We're not going to get into the new exploratory stuff that we're doing. We've been showcasing that over the last couple weeks. We're going to get back to the basics, kind of go over some play styles. If people do watch us live, you're welcome to ask any questions. Just throw them in live chat, listen in, try to respond. But for the most part, you're going to see some of the standard game mechanics that you would have got just out of the packages that you bought. So to kick things off, it's always always trying to find out who goes first. I've already had ripped off the marketplace rogue here off the top of the deck, so we got our 6 cards laid out. You can actually see there's already 2 cards right here. So we have static powered and cheaply made from FSI. They got flipped, and we do have our first inspiration card right there, Maximilian Ward card there. Where he can inspire us to melt a card in the marketplace and gain gold equal to its cost. It's 4 spark. So the way inspirations, and we'll take a moment just to talk about inspirations because it might be new to people. Inspirations, as you can see here, they flip off the top. They take a marketplace spot, but they cost either gold or spark. Matter of fact, I think this is the only one right now that costs spark. There's some more that are in development that are coming out that'll use this cost as well. But once you buy an inspiration, it's triggered immediately. It's gone. So it goes right to the melted pile. So it's really to help you when there's nothing else that you want to buy or nothing else that you can buy. Inspirations are really low cost cards, and they're really what they're, by definition, what they are. They inspire you to do something. And it's usually around the actual character of the inspiration that kind of goes with the theme of that character or the play style of that character. That's where that inspiration is coming from. This is totally Maximilian Ward, so that this is really, when you read its ability, that's totally him. And that, when you see this card out on the board turn 1, which I was surprised to see it, it's not that overpowering because it's going to cost 4 spark, right? So neither of us are going to get this turn 1. Maybe turn 3. It's likely it's going to take to turn 3 before we can actually spend that spark, because you can never go negative in Widget Ridge. You have to have the spark to be able to spend the spark. All right, so let's kick things off. Next one,
Before you
roll
roll
the
that dice, Sean,
All right, I got a 3. What do you got?
I'm gonna roll. You want to go over cheaply made there so people can understand that one?
Oh,
Because I do know we had that demoed out today, and we both tied. It looks like.
let's roll again here. Ooh, an 8. Oh, I don't know if you're gonna beat that. Let's see. 7, right under. So let's say I'll hover on cheaply made. So cheaply made is a 1 cost. It's our only 1 cost of the first couple sets. Cheaply made is a augment that, when played, gain 2 gold. But if this card is removed from your workshop, you're gonna have to melt it. So this is basically just a 2 gold, right? Well, you pay 1 gold, you get it into your deck. It's better than a starter. It's going to give you 2. But when you connect it, you'll see it has only 2 connectors on it. But when you connect it, the moment you replace it in your workshop, it's going to get melted. So it's gone after that. Like its name, it's cheaply made. It's not going to last that long. It's going to break, or in this case, melt, as soon as you replace it out of your workshop. So if you don't need it to trigger your invention, it's a good, cheap card to keep in your deck and just kind of spit out for 2. But eventually you might want to actually use it to trigger your device, trigger maybe a full construct, and then get melted off by replacing it once you have a better card. So it's a really good starting card. It's not a good late game card, but a very, very good starter card. All right, so I did win that. I'm going to draw my 3, being the first player. Tex will draw 5, and we'll get things started here. So I'm gonna, let's see, I got 2 gold, and I got my 3 spark. I'm going to bring up my 4. We both will be playing to 100 today because 100 is the base starting goal or the base victory condition. Let's see. I got my cheat made. I got wind up, solar powered, cooling vents, static powered, and that lovely inspiration. I'm actually going to go with wind up.
You want to flip the one top over?
I
Okay.
did, and it'll be your turn.
All right. So I don't have a strong turn 1. I wish I'd gotten one more spark on that, but I did not. So I just got 3 spark.
5 gold turn 1 though, so that's exactly what you want to see there. Look at you.
Yeah, 5 gold turn 1 is nice, but to be able to get the inspiration on turn 1 would have been a
That's
nice
not going to
play.
happen.
I am going to grab cooling vents.
Cooling vents. He goes for the draw mechanic.
Yep, and I'm going to grab cheaply made. Might as well just get that money economy going.
To be gravity powered, flipped over, and wind up.
Our marketplace is still pretty low in cost, so that's good.
All right, so you're done. I'm going to go turn here. All right, so I got my 2 spark. I'm going to go 5. I got my 4 gold. Using that for yet?
I mean, with an antenna sitting there, that's pretty powerful.
It is. It is.
I mean,
I think I'm gonna use the inspiration, so go down to there. I will kick that off. I get to melt a card and gain spark. Now the first thing, oh, we got another inspiration. Let's see.
interesting
I'm gonna
choice.
melt that. I am gonna melt that for my 4. So I have 8 gold. Ooh, buying spree time.
I assume you're going to buy glitter cannon.
I'm thinking about it, but I really want. Give me some hard decisions here. I want solar power. I mean that 3 gold and 3 spark. Hmm. Let's see. With the glitter cannon, you may draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. Yeah, and your opponents may draw a card and then discard a card. So you is just as much as it's helping me.
And
All right, I'm buying that. I'm buying that. I'm gonna go off the draw. See what flips here. Okay, that's interesting. I have 5 gold left.
you have 4 gold left because you had 8.
Yep. Good point. Good point. I am gonna buy this inspiration. I'm actually gonna melt early here. And let's see what starting card I'll melt. I'll melt this starting card. All right, so that keeps me down to 4. And with that, but on wheels for sure. There we go. One left, but I'm not going to use that last one. Already ripped through 2 inspiration cards. Look at that. All right, it's going to be your turn.
All right, not a big turn like you did there.
That was
So,
pretty big for a turn too.
We'll,
Absolutely. It just
we'll
shows
see
how
how that.
inspiration can really help that dynamic of the game. It almost changes the tempo of it slightly. If you see them out early, it can help speed up the tempo just a bit. I got a lot of utility out of them in my second turn there.
I'm gonna grab this.
But that's also the same utility, just for example, that you could have seen if you pulled off, battery powered, right? In a turn 3, where you start getting, possibly playing your battery powered, but you see that same kind of ramp
Yeah,
happen.
I am curious though that by not getting the glitter cannon, how that's gonna come out. where I already have a draw mechanic, and you now granted you
Ah,
offset it with the melting. So
I might do some more melting. We'll see. All right, you're done.
I just gotta fix the rotation here.
All right, how am I
Okay.
getting? So let's get my solar powered 3 and 3. I'll make up for some spark I lost. Play it all up there. Get 3 more spark. And so we got 7 gold. That's pretty solid. Gas power. That's kind of a. I think that's a must buy here. Ooh,
Ooh,
did not want to see that flipped over.
and I can't get that right this turn. I can tell you that. So you're safe.
I'm doing pretty good on end pieces. I definitely now that I need to start looking at a middle, and the only one right now we have is Mr. Mechanical Bison, which is not bad. Early
Yeah.
buy. Go
My
ahead.
turn.
Yep.
We had a mechanical bison.
Wait, you gonna pick up on me?
Yep. I've only got.
Yeah, I
I
debated to
mean,
buying it then, but I mean, to pass up gas powered, it's not play. I'm
all
gonna
right, I mean,
see what you flip over there. Ooh, double foot powered up there.
I don't have any more out there for mine, so it is
Pick
your
up 2
turn.
foot power. Does that mean you have 2 feet? Two on each
The art shows more than two, so
foot?
curious to see how that works out.
All right, you done?
Yep.
So I'm gonna play wind up now. Just gonna take a moment and just show off wind up because I think some people sometimes get confused about this. This is gain two gold or 2 spark. It has also got a very high cost full construction A5 spark. So I mean, it can definitely be used for your full construct, but since it is a very low cost card, it does have a slight penalty on triggering that full construct. So all right, let's see. I'm going to use, by the way, that for gold, not spark this turn. So 2 gold. Spark this turn. Gadgets. 5 gold altogether. Can't get overly stylized. I could get glitter cannon now. Not sure if I'm really playing a lot of practicals. Maybe that could be interesting.
Practical is from the that is from the FSI. That is our expansion. It's another neat card
I
as
think I'm
well.
going to grab glitter because it's all 3 connectors. Got that then mechanic at the end too. That might be fun to play with. Like a device here sometime soon.
On Stilt is out.
Not a device.
Nope. But it's my turn,
It
correct?
is
I am going to get a power play here. Let's see if I can do this.
a
All
power
right.
play.
There's one.
Oh, okay.
Think you have seen what I'm about to do.
I don't know what you're about to do, but
All right, so I got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 gold.
are you gonna stylize yourself over there? Yeah, that's what I figured.
In the
Okay.
words, styling and profiling.
Ooh.
And what I am going to do as well, which I notice you have not done this yet, and I'm going to do.
Oh, you're gonna seed your workshop. Okay.
I
So
know I have a middle already
I
and an
yeah,
end.
it did something I actually want to take an opportunity to share this. So workshops, the rule of the workshop is you gotta have more than one card in your workshop. They must be able to connect. So Texan just threw an augment in his workshop. You can start with an augment, a device, or accessory. Either can be your very first card in your workshop. Or to get to your second card in your workshop, they must be able to connect. So until he now has a device in there, he won't be able to put an accessory in that workshop because accessories can't connect to augments. They must connect to a device. So this also means if you have a full construct and someone destroys your device, which is your middle, you'll be forced to make a decision on which augment or accessory is going to stay. because that rule will apply where they need to be able to connect. So you don't lose your whole workshop just because they blow up the middle, but you will lose one of your left or right pieces by your choice. So it's your choice. Your the person that destroyed your device won't be able to choose. Now, granted, we don't have a lot of mechanics that allow, or a lot of cards that allow you to destroy a device for that main reason, because it's really you're getting almost a 2-for-1. So most of them say destroy, augment, or accessory, or just augment, or just accessory. But there are mechanics that will allow you to destroy that device, and that they are powerful because they're intended to be, because it will get a device, and if they have more than a device in there, it could potentially get an augment and an accessory with it as well. So,
Oh, Sean, if you're talking about those destroy cards, you want to hover over on
on
stilts.
stilts, perfect. Destroy an accessory in an opponent's source. That one is explicit. It's telling it can only destroy an accessory. But as I mentioned, there's ways to destroy devices, which, if it's a full construct, will cause one of the other ones to go based on your choice. All right. So I think you're done. You seated your workshop.
Yep, and I don't know if it's a little bit clarifying it, because as we were doing some of the demos, we had a little confusion on. I can put this augment I have in here, but on the next turn, if I don't want this augment left out and I wanted to seed an accessory, I can swap that out. I have to just
Right.
make sure
That's a
I
good
follow
point.
that rule.
That's a good point. You can definitely do that.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
not
So
locked into that.
I'm at 5 gold here. I took my spark. I'm at 14. What are you at? You're at 14. We're tied. All right. So 5 gold.
I think you're gonna have to get brick launcher at this point. You need a middle.
I'm gonna buy it. Why not? Let's go quick launcher. Yeah. Ooh.
Oh,
I'm going to. I was going to seed my workshop, but you know what? I think I need that extra 2 gold in on wheels to potentially come out. So I am not gonna do that. Wow, that's impressive to see. And we're both gonna be fighting over that. All right, your turn.
all right. I'm gonna start off with cooling vents.
That's it. Okay.
Did not get what I wanted. That's okay. Now there is a reason I did that first, because I was looking, trying to dig through to find my middle. 3, 4. Now, unfortunately, I have more spark than you, so this is not as big of a boom as should
It's
be.
not, but it's still pretty nice.
It is. So
I'm showing it off for the viewers here. So gain 6, then if you have the lowest spark, gain 6, and then if you have the lowest spark, gain 6. So these are what we like to refer to as catch-up mechanics. There are some really great catch-up mechanic cards in the game. This is one of them. This is probably the most impressive catch-up mechanic. If you're behind, just because you have a lead in Widget Ridge, don't underestimate your fellow engineers, because cards like this can really get them to catch up. However, it does have a limiter to it, right? So it's not endless. And if you do get that that triple, that's pretty much as far as you're gonna get. The full construct works the same as well. So you may gain 3 if you have lower spark, gain 3 more. Very powerful. Love that card.
it is your turn, sir.
All right. Let's see. I have the
I
lowest
can.
spark right now.
Yes, you
I
do.
really appreciate you doing that for me. I'm gonna do gas
But
powered. I'm gonna gain 6 and still have the lowest spark. So gain 6, then if you have the lowest spark, you may draw a card. So
you should not thank me. You should thank that inspiration for making you lose 5 spark.
true. There we go. Okay.
So you've got 5 cards left. Do you have 8 gold?
I'm gonna put. Let's see. I'm gonna go in with the glitter cannon. So you may draw 2 cards, then discard 2. Your opponents may draw a card and discard. So you're welcome.
All right, we'll draw and discard 1. This is going to be a weird discard, but
Yeah, some same kind of position.
I I know what one of these 2 cards is right now.
There's my 2.
Should
Oh, did I not play that out?
Suggest you should buy some foot powder.
But, can't get to it. Shoot. I can't get to it. I can't. I was seeing if I could get to Doom Cannon. I can't. Shoot. Ooh, so close.
I can
So
tell you I'm
close.
close too as well.
Wow, that's do I have any way of melting it? All
You
right.
could try to buy a foot powder and see if you can get something off that.
I'm not gonna be able to draw that right now. So
Well, no, I mean buy
getting out
foot
the
powder.
getting out the draw. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna get this to get some destruction. So there's 2. Ooh.
You have enough to get battery powered because that would change this game.
That's 2 gold there. Spark. Spark.
You have 3 gold.
And I'm gonna use it for 2 more gold. So I'll grab
You have
battery
enough.
powered.
I got. Oh, you got it. Okay,
I don't know who drew first, but
that's fine.
and let's see. Wise, I'm gonna put. I'm gonna put that in my workshop.
That's not
Your
boding
turn.
well for me. That does not bode well for me. That means
I didn't turn into what I wanted. Ooh, you're close on the gold too. Who's gonna get? I'm gonna melt that thing. I swear. If
all right, so that's spent. Don't like buying a lot of things, but I also gain a spark out of this. Let's get one of these out, because this I can at least do something with. And I'm not going to spend any more gold, because there's way too many front pieces in there.
Okay.
I don't need that many front pieces. Because my library's already at 16 cards.
All right. I'm gonna gain the 2 spark because there's nothing I want to destroy in your workshop at the moment, nor can I. So it'll give me 4 spark altogether because I'm gonna use the other one for gold. 3, 4, 5, 6. Go off. Sorry, coal power does look nice. I'm gonna go with coal powered. Off the top. Oof. Oh, a space for advertising. Shopping spree.
Take care of that. And gold plating is out.
I have 2 gold left.
Chrome sides or wind up.
I'm not gonna grab either. I think I'm pretty good in the connecting space, and I'll pass my turn.
Alright, so I'm going to play Mechanical Bison. I'm going to connect Mechanical Bison. I am not going to melt. Because you, A, don't have anything I really worry about, plus B, I don't have a lot of good money sources right now.
Really? Not gonna melt. That's quite interesting why you wouldn't take that chance here to start thinning. A hefty deck.
That is the thing. But unfortunately, like you have bought a lot of the bigger money cards. I do not have a lot of that money cards.
I'll leave my gas with a glitter cannon. All right.
You only have a brick launcher, and brick launcher will not. Will brick launcher connect to that? Yes, it will.
Hey, not that I'm trying to draw your attention to anything here. You just play how you want to play.
Yeah, that's why I sequence these out. Like we say, I can't redo my order. I can melt a widget. You know what? Let's do it. Let's have some.
Oh, so are you
Let's.
blowing up my glitter cannon?
Yep.
You
Let's
could
do
now
it.
you just for right you may destroy an augment or an accessory in a workshop. Okay, so okay, you couldn't melt anything. That's the other
Nope.
mechanic. That's the full construct mechanic. Okay. All right, bye bye, glitter cannon. I guess I shouldn't have said anything.
The one problem with glitter cannon, it has 3
It's if I didn't say
connections.
something, somebody would be watching this later on and go, "Why didn't he use his his destroy ability?" I mean, that's what it's made to do, and you just thinned out. So that's
Yes,
gonna.
that's the dilemma with this. Unfortunately, is also
I mean, that's
money.
what Bison's made for. Like, if you're not using
Yeah.
Bison for what it's made for, don't buy Bison.
No, that you are 100% correct on that assumption. It's
Uh,
just
all right, are you done?
I am done.
You are at 26 spark. I am at 27 spark. So I am in the lead. That's sad to hear.
Oh, it's so sad.
I don't get my gas powered ability. I'll take the sixth though.
Please go ahead.
Then you get your, but you don't. It's sitting over there. I'm gonna do on wheels. 2 more spark. 2 more spark there. Get a nice little lead. All right, so that only leaves me 4 gold. Gold plating for sure. That card.
And
I'll put
chrome
gas
side.
powered into my workshop. And it's your turn.
All right. So first thing I'm going to do is play cooling vents. Drawing a card. I will connect. I will melt. Do I want actually hold on 2, 4? No. All right. I don't have enough to get. I will melt again to take out your balloons there, or gas powered. So your gas powered goes away.
My gas powered alone.
2, 4. Yeah, I was only going to be at 7 gold.
You have a full construct? What? You have an overly stylized mechanical bison with cooling vents. Yeah, I better cool him down.
And
Ooh.
thankfully you gained all that nice spark, so that actually this 4 spark I was going to gain.
Oh, what is that full construct? So you got you may gain 3. If you have the lowest spark, gain 3 more. Ooh, that's pretty nice. So you're getting 6. And if you do, you may melt a card or gain 5. Wow. So that thing can gain you right now 11 spark a turn or melt
Mhm.
stuff. Wow. Okay.
And I already have an idea for what the melting is going to
I think
be.
you should put cheaply made on that. What do you think?
No.
Yeah, I think you should. A cheaply made mechanical bison definitely is way better than an overly stylized.
This is a really horrible workshop right now.
Horrible workshop. What are you talking about? You mean marketplace?
Yes,
All right,
this
all right.
is. I don't.
All
I
right,
don't
good.
like this.
Up there. Ooh, the bombs are coming out. The bombs are coming out.
I don't feel like spending the rest of the gold I have because there's nothing I really want to keep spending.
Perfectly harmless robot. Ooh, cannon. I mean, these are bombs.
Oh
Ooh.
yes, they are. All right, so I need to deal with my construct. So I will explain this. So at the end of my turn, I draw up my hand. Now that my hand is drawn, I will start reading my construct from left to right. So I may gain 3 spark. I like to do that. That's always good. All right. And then it says, if I have the lowest spark, gain 3 more.
Right.
I have the lowest spark. I gain 3. If you do, I may melt a card or gain 5. Normally, the gaining the extra 5 is pretty powerful,
I know
but
what's coming.
somebody over here has battery powered.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
And
You should melt something in your workshop.
and this has to come off the
Ah,
board. Now, I still left the sad robot himself of the perfectly harmless robot,
you did.
but that's a double-edged sword for you now to deal with.
It can be. It can be. That was pretty sad. Ah,
But I left you a middle though,
it was
so
well played. I mean, that's the play you should have done, and you did do. So I applaud you for it. All right, are you done?
I am done.
And now you can applaud yourself even more because battery power was coming up. So there's a
It was
gold
well, you're
uh,
still gonna get
brick
perfectly harmless
launcher.
robot. It's
Quite possibly. Quite possibly. I'm gonna go throw a brick launcher in there. Um, you may melt a widget. If you do melt a card in the marketplace, I'm gonna connect. Let's see.
one of
I melt
these
a widget right here, like you, and try to thin out my deck a little bit more.
and one of these three on the left is gonna go away.
Um, actually, this is pretty. You may melt a widget if you do melt a in the marketplace. I think so. I think we don't. I think we got enough chrome sides going on here, don't you? Decision.
Now the real question is: do you take the robot to stop me from having a workshop, or do you take wind powered?
Man, that whole construct ability is so good too, but it's gonna do that destroy. Mm. Man, it's I'm not gonna say no to it. I'm grabbing it. About your mine. How can you not pick them up? It's so cute. Ooh. I have 1 gold left. I'm just gonna play this to get 3 more gold. So I'm at 4 gold. I'm gonna use that inspiration. You may discard a card and then acquire 4. We'll burn that.
You're gonna flip that and
I'll acquire that antenna. Wait,
yeah,
or do I go? I
I
think that's
can't.
yeah, the antenna. Yeah, acquire 4.
All right, let's see what we get here. Ooh,
Oh, cut it out. Retreat.
that was. Do you still have
I
gold? How much
still
gold do you have
have
left?
gold. I still have gold. I still have 2 gold to be exact. Retrieve. So, can you remind our folks what retrieve does?
Sure thing here.
That I just
We
triggered.
go to our let's go to our lovely website here, and under our learn to play, we have a glossary of these terms,
Under
and you
characters, how to
are
play a
on
character, actually.
retrieve.
Yes.
Retrieve. When played or triggered, you may select any card from your discard pile and add it to the top of your deck.
Well, Harmless Robot is coming on top.
Now, you notice this, viewers, and,
I noticed this. We're flipping over some good stuff here. So,
we are,
flipping
but
over
I'm
some
also noticing this massive amount of hate that's coming my way.
That's what I had remaining in my hand. Ooh, you know what? Let's find connect that. I'll melt a widget. And which one of these do I want you to get? Or
I would think you'd want to get rid of perfectly balanced.
I guess so.
I
I
mean,
mean, they're
compared.
both. No, I think I'm gonna get rid of wind power. I mean that the gain 5 on the front piece to it, and plus the draw. If you have the lowest spark draw and additional, I think I'm gonna be in the lead on you. So I don't think I want you to have that one. That could have been a misplay on my part, but we'll see. They're both a fantastic card, so I think you could go either way. You could almost flip a coin and not be too far off. All right, that's it for me. It's your turn.
All right, so I'm going to do. This is where we're going to start doing a little bit of a sequencing turn here. I'll gain 1. I will flop this over here. I will connect. I will melt a widget. And I will blow up your
Total powered.
augment. Yep. Then I will play that, which will trigger me to shuffle now that I thinned.
I think we're both. having a pretty good game here. You got 3 melt. I got 3 melted. Keeping our decks somewhat in control here. You're a lot thinner than that.
I'll ditch this because it doesn't really. I have no. I have. That's not worth it. I need money. So this is where I was saying the money factor is starting to come into play.
Is it?
Considering there's nothing here for 3 gold that I want. You know what? I'll grab a wind up. I can use that comes into playability.
Ooh. Cards are starting to come out. I like it.
All right.
Got 37, 39, so I am in the lead. You keep getting that.
I will only
Crazy
get it
ability.
to trigger once. I don't get my second
That's
because
right.
I go to
That's
4.
right. Makes you take the lead at the start. So just to show that off, you gain the 3 first, and then if you have the lowest, so you're not anymore in the lead. All right.
All right. I can. So you want to explain a little bit about the bison in this situation, for it's how it's worded with you may melt a card,
Right.
where that can be
when
targeted.
when melt is not designating where to melt from, so like melt a starting card from your hand or melt a card in the marketplace. Melt when it stands alone, give you an option to melt from your hand, discard, or marketplace row. Can never melt anything on your opponent's side, but if melts by itself, it's melt something in your hand, your discard, or the marketplace row. Your choice.
I'm gonna get rid of this foot powder.
All right, I'll flip over for you.
Actually, oh
Oh,
no,
oh,
hold on.
oh.
You're gonna flip. You're gonna keep that one flipped, but I'm actually gonna do this.
Okay.
That is I wanted
Really
to get foot
interesting.
powdered out. Well, here's the thing. You have 3 cards melted. I have 3 cards. You have a little bit more gold than I do.
That's
You
why
have
you
a
didn't go
chance.
to buy that. And you don't have the money to buy it.
I didn't have the money to buy it. So for you to be able to draw a card every turn and gain 3 spark, as much as I like to have that ability, I don't want you to have that.
Yeah, I hear you.
And I also know one of your 4 cards in your hand is the robot right now, so you have, so theoretically you are going to blow up my workshop here. So we'll see if you've got the ability to do it. I did take off your connector in the end, so maybe I got lucky.
Maybe. All right, you done?
Yep.
All right, so. Decisions. Gain 6, then you have the lowest spark. You may draw a card.
You don't have the lowest spark, and I am going to be losing my construct.
45. All right.
And
Like that. I mean, I could connect this right now. Yeah, and I connect that to there. Melt the widget. Widget in my hand. And melt the card in the marketplace row. Bye bye, crumbs. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Not that I have the gold for it now. Decisions.
you know what one of the cards in your hand is, so I'm waiting for you to play it.
I'm debating. Well, I'll drop it down. Let's just drop it down. We don't have to like pretend. There
Yes.
it is. But I don't have to connect him. I could connect him.
I would say that would be a most glaring issue if you're not going to connect it, because you would have a construct available. I mean, you would have 1 card seated,
So
but I would be back to 0.
I'm gonna get my 2 for that. I got 3 gold. I'm gonna connect this. So I'm gonna delete, melt another starting card. Let's get rid of something here.
I'd say either this or this.
Debating if I'm gonna buy that, but you know what? I'm flipping and see if I can get anything. I did. All right.
You got it.
To your point, it's time to connect Mr. Robot. All right, come over, Mr. Robot.
And
And
now he goes to the melt pile.
yep. So destroy all cards in a workshop. If you destroy a full construct this way, destroy this card. Destroy this
Nah.
card, not melt this card. He's just getting destroyed. So
Yeah.
now the rule that we talked about a little earlier in the game is going to trigger, right? Since now my middle piece is gone, I have to make a decision. So I think I'm going to leave gold plating because this gas power is just so good playing for me. And yeah, so we both kind of lost our workshops there. But right. I have 3 gold. Fine. Being foot powered. I'll buy foot powered. Why not? Draw this card. It can't hurt. Ooh. That ring would be interesting.
Yep. Is it
Your
my
turn.
turn?
Yes, it is.
I will play Cooling Vents first to draw a card. I will then play that and that to gain 4 spark. I have 3 gold. And I will play Cheaply Made to gain 2 more, putting me at 5. Boy, howdy, is there some options.
Come on. There's only one option.
Yes, it's the
Well,
Red Hydra.
I guess I stand corrected. Hydra powered and with a grappling hook. You could argue they're both amazing.
Hydra powered in my deck right now, where I am thin and I am hurting on money, is the
Point.
no-brainer.
There you
I will see this,
That's it for you.
and that is it.
All right. You got for spark 45. Okay. 47. You want to tell folks what drain is?
Drain is basically, if you play a card with Drain, I'll give you the exact wording. Give me a second here. Drain. When played or triggered, Drain reduces a target player's spark by its corresponding value.
All right, let's do this one. Gain 1. You may put a starting card from your hand. I do. 1 gold. Got 6 melted cards. Nice. All right. Let's see. Let's roll the rest of this out. Is that an accessory you have out there? It is.
Yeah.
I'm going to use on stilts to destroy your accessory.
You're gonna pay.
Nope.
Or you're
Destroy. I'm doing that instead of the spark.
Yep, that's actually good.
Oh, I have 4 gold. 12 gold. I'm going to drain you for 5. There we go. Now that's a centerpiece. I will buy that. And let's see, 6, 7, 8. I have 4 left. Please store your wood. Excuse me. Ooh, another hydro. Okay. What am I going to put out here? Which one am I going to see? None of them, because I got gold plating out there, so I'm good. Your turn.
All right, I'm gonna play that for 5 gold. 6, 7. And I'm also gonna have 8 gold. And I've made the 5 spark that I lost
Yep.
back. And netted 1 more. So I think that's pretty good. All right, so I have 8 gold. Should put that puppy right there. So first place I'm obviously gonna grab is with a grappling hook.
Yeah, I was expecting that. Another pair of stilts coming out.
On stilts is interesting.
Get away.
Do I want the on stilts or do I want on wheels? Knowing we've already gone through a lot of high value, I don't have a lot of ways to interact with your deck. We're gonna grab that.
Parachute.
That would have been nice if I saw that in the beginning. But that's okay.
No connectors for your workshop either. Okay, you're done then.
Correct.
All right, I'm gonna drop glitter cannon. We're gonna draw 2. You draw 1.
All right.
Start 2.
Take a look here. So that's 10. Let's get rid of this.
All right, the next card I acquired this turn goes on top of my deck. And I'm going to use Wind Up for gold. I have 6 gold.
Parachute goes on top of your deck.
I think that's what I want. Yep. And then 2 more spark for that. I think I'm going to change out. I'm going to put on wheels instead of gold powered in my workshop. And, ooh, wait a minute. No, I'm going to change that up even more. I'm going to do with glitter cannons going into the workshop. And that's my turn.
I'll play over stylized to gain 6. Cannot trigger it anymore because now I have the highest. Play static powered for 2. I'll gain 3 more. And I have exactly 3 gold. So I'm going to snag on wheels.
Having a video issue here. I have a card here. I can't seem to click on it. Uh-oh. I think I have a mechanical issue or technical issue here.
Let me see if I can interface with it. I mean, this one right here?
Yes. Is that the only card there?
Yep, there. It's right there. See if that does it.
Is there another one there?
Nope, nothing else is there.
Okay. There we go. Okay. And is it did you complete your turn?
Yep.
Really? Okay.
And this is the most
Yeah,
interesting
you
hand.
didn't really go too far, did you? You have 57 though. I'm at 51, so you're on the lead.
And that's going to trigger your parachute twice, by the way.
I'm going to. Oh, good point.
I've already looked. Unless you can pull 6 right now, spark, you will be triggering your parachute twice.
And you know what? I'm going to do that. There's 6. I'm going to gain 6. Do I have the lowest? Am I the lowest spark if I gain 6?
Nope, you are
57.
57 each.
7 each. Perfect. And then you don't have more spark to me, so I can play this.
It doesn't do anything.
And then I can drop Perfectly Harmless Robot. I'm going to destroy your card in your workshop. Not a full construct. Ha 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 ha. I'm going to connect this.
Now, explain that robot mechanic when I have no workshop.
So I think we have this entered. It's an opponent in the FAQ.
Let's take a look here. You do not.
Yeah, I think he answered this one before. It doesn't blow up your own workshop. It only blows up your opponent's. Yeah, because you destroy all cards in a workshop. You could choose not to pick a workshop. Or no, I can just choose your workshop, right? So I choose your workshop again. There's just no cards there. So that's how that
Yeah,
works.
that's right.
Yep.
I
That's how that works. All right. So which is great. Is this better? No, I like the then mechanic. So we'll gain 4 here. Gain 1 more here. I'm not gonna buy any. Not much to really buy actually. Cards and works. I have a fantastic full construct. I built a gas-powered, perfectly harmless robot with a glitter cannon. I mean, what a what a crazy robot. Now, let me draw my 5. All right. You may melt a card from your hand and gain 4. Oh, really? Oh, really? Um. All right. I'll melt that from my hand. If you do, gain 8. And draw a card and discard a card. All right. Well, I'm gaining 8. Then draw a card and discard a card. Tex, I don't know if you're gonna. I don't know unless you can stop me with this. This is amazing. Go ahead.
don't know if I
Beast of
can,
a
but
full construct here.
we're gonna drop that down.
I went from building nothing to building just a crazy, perfectly harmless robot.
There's 1. Okay, 2 gold I have. I'll connect.
Okay, so you
Melting
are
1.
destroying something.
Melt
Gas
1 here,
powered or
and
my butter
either
gun.
or. They're gonna both eventually go here.
Oh, you're getting both on me? Oh, you look. Yeah,
It's not.
just when I thought I was doing well. All right.
Play this to draw a card and then discard. Actually, no, I won't play that. Actually, no, you won't lose both. Never mind.
Whoa. All right, so what's your choice then?
Destroy your front.
Yep, the gas power. Okay.
Yep, because I missequenced this.
Yeah, it's all
It's
right.
not missequence.
Happens.
That's not. No, it's actually not a missequence. I kind of have a choice. Um, get rid of that. I could have played that in there. I'll connect that. Not going to trigger it. That'll blow up your accessory. 2 and 2 is
So you've loaded my
4.
accessory too. So you are getting both.
Yep.
Okay.
I drew into it. So there's 2 gold. That's 2 gold. That's 4. We'll grab another cooling vent just because I want that card
Did
draw.
you melt?
I melted 1 widget for the connection, and then I played on stilts to get
Oh,
both.
that's how you got the second one. Okay, okay. I'm following you.
I'm going to swap that out
Okay.
for this, so that way if I can at least keep my construct going.
I see. Oh yeah, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Then you may destroy an accessory if an opponent's worse. If you do, just got a card. Okay. Yep.
Um,
So he's really focusing. You can see my Texas focusing on the keeping my workshop in check here.
I want to discard my
Is that
card to.
the right strategy? I guess you're not too far behind. So I guess this still could be a viable strategy right now.
See, that's not really helping me much. Let's get that. So I'm discarding this to trigger my melt ability to thin my deck.
Oh, you got rid of windup. Very well played.
Yep, it's not really connecting to my middle, and
Yep.
it's
So it's kind of a dead card for you.
Yes, and cheaply made is a lot better for me.
Okay.
And it is your turn.
All right. So the next card I buy this turn will on the top of my deck. I'm gonna connect and blow up your blow up your workshop. Also
And
saying
use
goodbye
your
to my robot. Bye bye, robot.
and yep. So right now you are.
I'm gonna drop a battle core set. I connect that. Battle core sets gain 3, and you draw a card and discard a card.
I don't think I can win this game. I
I'm
think
gonna
you have too
discard
far.
my brick launcher. I was wondering what I was gonna do with that thing. I'll play it down solar powered for 3 and 3. I'm gonna connect that for 3. Discard.
Yep. I don't think I'm going to win this. That inspiration turn was too strong in the early part. It's too far in the hole.
I'm gonna get rid of this one. I'm gonna drop down gold plating. We'll go and connect gold plating, so that's gonna gain 3. And I can draw and discard. I'm gonna do it just for because I was trying to thin out that deck, but I didn't grab anything. All right, so that's pretty much my turn here. I'm gonna draw my 5. I'm gonna key the 3. If I do draw a card, and you could discard a card or melt a card, or melt this card and gain 10. I'm going to do that. I'm gonna melt gold plating. I'm gonna gain 10. Now, just so folks read that, but you cannot win the game until your next turn. That would have won me the game anyways, but I just want to point that out. I'm still 11 away. But it is your turn. I do not have the, well, yes, I could win next turn depending on what he does. Let's see. Both our workshops have been battered up, beaten up, thrown out, inventions being destroyed. Ooh, Trebuchet hits the field. These are the type of devices we were hoping to see early game, and we didn't. I will say this has been a tough game when it came to finding those devices. This is also just the fun of a deck builder. It's a different experience every time. It's really kind of forced us to make those really kind of strategic and tactical decisions around just good cards from the start, catch-up mechanics and other things, utility cards. Um, but finally, late game getting our engines going here. Let's see, are you done? Oh, do we lose Tex? Tex?
I am done.
All right. And let's see, can we pull this off? Let's go with some on wheels. 2. We'll connect on wheels to draw and discard. I'm going to discard battery power because it's not getting me anything. And 4 more there. 2 more there. And then I connect to gain 3 and I win. Well, good game, sir. Good game. I'll grab that connection there. Brings me to 100. Winning. Widget Ridge. Excellent game. So fun to play after just kind of doing nothing but demoing where we're at Packs Unplugged. But there it is. There you have it, folks. That is Widget Ridge, the starter deck with the FSI expansion and the inspiration cards. I will say inspiration definitely I think helped make the game tonight for my advantage. I think I got 4 inspiration. How many inspirations did you get?
I did not get any of them. You got them all.
Did you? Okay, I thought maybe you got 1, but nope. Right, maybe I got them all. But that inspiration and just kind of showing off the power of that inspiration helped me get that early second turn that was getting 2 inventions second turn due to some inspiration cards was huge. I'm great to add a pain one of those. But it really helped the momentum of this game. I got probably about I would say maybe a two, almost up to 2 turns ahead on you there. So it just shows you the power of these cards. Like, don't underestimate value of inspiration cards. Also, you also made some really good plays. Doom Cannon came out. I would say texting your move to blow up a Doom Cannon, especially when you knew I pulled battery powers. Power was key. Battery power is one of those ramp cards. People are going to buy battery powered, and it can go one or two ways. Battery power can be abused to the point that you buy too much and you make your deck not a lot of synergy in your deck. You just made it heavyweight, full of invention cards, but it's really not doing anything for you. Or it can help you ramp into those really high powered, awesome inventions. So it can go both ways. I've watched people pick up battery powered and not do well because they bloat their deck, or I watch people buy battery powered and get early into some of those really great inventions. And yeah, those inventions have to come out for you to buy them. So if they're not there, it can be a incentive to buy things you don't need, and that's something, just as you play the game more, as you build those strategies, you gotta balance it. You don't always need to spend all your gold, and I think actually you did that a couple times where you chose not to spend all your gold. Sometimes you have to even leave gold left over for your full construct ability. So it's another thing just to keep in mind. If you're a full construct, your augment has a pay gold ability. You need to leave gold over to that end of turn phase to be able to pay into that condition. If you don't, you're not going to be able to trigger your full construct. So lots of strategy, lots of twists. The variety is high. You can build that marketplace deck, as we said at the beginning of this stream, really any way you want. And we had some really, really great cards. What just was coming over. Some more inspiration that was coming out. Actually, what inspiration was that one? Draw and discard, yeah. Look, probably gonna have a real thick run of devices coming out here. Let's see. Well, 2 awesome devices. Lightning Furnace would have been great for either of us, and Portal Manipulator would have been great for either of us. Those would have been 2 devices I think both of us would have fought over. Just once again, so much variety, so much fun. I enjoyed it tonight. Hopefully, Texan, hopefully you enjoyed it, even though you didn't win tonight, but that's all right. And keep giving me a run for the money as of late. So it felt good to give you a crack back at beating you with my battle core set. Because I think last time you destroyed my battle core set using Buttergun. I got my revenge. Battle core set's one of my favorite inventions. I think it's one of Ian's too. I know Ian wasn't able to join us in the live stream tonight. Hopefully he'll join us next week. And maybe we can get another 3-player variant in. But I hope everyone appreciates the stream tonight. If you're watching this, hopefully you maybe learned some things that you didn't know. Please drop us a question if you have any questions now that you picked up Widget Ridge and want to know how the mechanics work. If you're confused about something, drop us a line. You can hit us up on Facebook. You can hit us up through support at Furious Games. You can also just drop a question inside the streams while we're streaming live, or even in the comment section, and we might reply back. But we're here. We're also looking for folks that want to join us on Friday nights, 8:30 p.m. EST, to join us on Tabletopia to do some of the live streams. We'd like to actually get a 4-player game going with some of our backers, supporters of the game. Really love playing with the community. Haven't had a chance to really kind of play a game for fun with other folks outside of trying to do demoing. So I think it would be fun just to have a nice conversation, play some Widget Ridge, and I'll get our engineering hats on. So, Texan, once again, thank you for joining me tonight, and that is a wrap. So, thanks again, everybody. We'll see you next week. Once again, hit subscribe, follow us, and hopefully we'll see you next week.